Ah, pizza. One of the finer things in life, to be sure. At least it is according to Rob. You've known Rob for the last 5 years now. You met him at work initially, but when he changed jobs, you two still stayed friends. He's a real clown and knows how to make anyone laugh, even you. Actually, make that especially you. Somehow he's managed to tap into your brain to find exactly how to get you to laugh uncontrollably. He just seems to know what you like. You figure if everybody has a gift, making others laugh is his. It was about 2 a.m. that night, as you were sitting in the pizza joint. Open all night, thank God, because you two were starving after that DJ finished up the show. It was a really good one, too, although you can't really remember the DJ's name, which sucks because he laid down some sweet beats. After finishing up, the two of you went your separate ways to head home. It was a nice night for a walk, but you were too tired, so opted to grab a cab instead. The next morning was not too bad. You weren't hungover, thanks in part to the pizza from last night, and you could still remember everything, including the DJ's name. The second you remembered it, you decided to look him up on the internet and see what other tracks he's done. Just as you were looking at a couple of websites, your phone rang. Hello? I'm calling on behalf of Robert Walker. We found that you are his emergency contact. The person on the other end, whom you later found out to be a nurse, said that Rob was found unconscious this morning, with a stab wound in his arm, blunt force trauma to the back of his head. Without a second thought, you grab your coat, head down the street to a cab stand, and get over to the hospital. When you arrive, you ask which way it is to Rob's room, and they point you in the right direction. You almost run all the way to his room. As you approach the doorway, you see a nurse exiting with a cart of medical equipment. You ask her if it's alright to see Rob, and she tells you that he's doing surprisingly well at the moment and is fully awake, so you can go in. You walk inside and see an older man in a bed with the curtain pulled partway around him. You walk past the man's bed, and there, behind the curtain, is your best friend, who looks to be in amazing shape for what you were told about what happened. Rob looks at you as you come in with his trademark goofy grin. Ah, room service at last. I'll have the Swiss cheese omelet with sausage and a slice of cantaloupe, please. Oh, and a glass of morphine, too. You smile at him, relieved that he hasn't lost his sense of humor. You ask him about what happened that landed him here. Well, after we split last night, I went to the corner store to grab a couple of things for today. When I left the store, I decided to walk down to the cab stand. I took a shortcut through a couple of alleys, and wouldn't you know it, some sleazebag mugs me. He came up from behind, stabbed my arm, and while I was distracted by the pain, he grabbed all my stuff, then whacked me in the back of the head with something. Next thing I remember, I'm in the ambulance on my way here. You two talk for a while longer before a nurse arrives and tells you it's time to leave. As you exit, you can hear a couple of nurses talking, and one of them begins to talk in a very concerned manner. And then you hear Rob's name. Welcome back, YouTubers! I'm Drominicus, and this is my third story beginning of Branching Tales. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's a little bit short. But anyway, about the choices that you have for today. So you hear these nurses talking. Are you going to A... There we go. There. Are you going to A... listen in on the nurses and see what they have to say? B... actually approach the nurses and ask them about what's going on? Or C... just ignore it and keep moving on and trust that everything's okay? The choice is yours to make. As usual, comment down below, and I will tally up the votes on Friday. And once those votes are in, we'll find out exactly what choice you're going to make and find out what happens next Monday. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it again. If you do, you know what to do, as usual. So anyway, I'm Drominicus. I'm out. Have a great week, folks, and stay tuned for the rest of my shows later.